Welcome to News Insight. Good morning, guys.
Morning, brother.
Good morning. Mm-hmm. Good.
Asiwaju 2027 till 2031.
Not a birthright.
No, Orji Uzor Kalu didn't say it's a birthright, but he said there is no vacancy, at least in APC.
No, he well, in APC, but from his words, he's talking with certainty that nobody should even think of that. And as far as his statement is concerned, to me, it sounds as if no another party.
But what if, Asiwaju never actually told us, even the presidency was his right, but he said it was his turn. Okay. You think it's not his turn for eight years?
I want us to understand one thing, that we are all Nigerians. Yeah. We love ourselves. And then we should have respect for each other.
No, if something is my turn and I said it's my turn,
no, if you
that doesn't mean I don't have respect for you.
He said it's his turn, and the presidency is not, like I mentioned, it's not something that one merit by position of whatever. I think it should be something that one should get based on your past record and what you are doing at the moment.
According to Orji Uzor Kalu, he said Ganduje that their NEC has looked at all the records and they have recommended, Asiwaju himself has not even told them he's going to contest for 2027, but they have recommended that pass vote of confidence.
Yes.
And they do not see anyone or anything being better overnight.
Because Nigerians like deceiving themselves. I would have respected that comment if it were coming from a man that had served as a governor and senator, represented his people very well. Like, let me not talk of Peter Obi, because some people are already beginning to say that some of us are Peter Obi. Like what Ahmed Makarfi did in Kaduna State when he was governor.
Actually, he was a very good governor.
Like what even Tinubu did in Lagos as a governor. All right? Like a people who have represented their people and the work they have done.
I think they are confident that at the end of these 4 years, Nigeria would be very, very all right with Tinubu. So, Peter, let me ask you. I will come back to you on a line. Let me pick this way. There is something Orji Uzor Kalu said. He said, I am not, let me read from what he said. I am not going to discuss anything about Igbo presidency, but I still tell you there is a need for it. Orji Uzor Kalu, he doesn't think there is urgency for Igbo presidency. He thinks there is need for it. Is he speaking from both sides of the mouth, or how do you appraise his statement?
He's being smart. He's being extremely smart. For a APC member, you need this presidency to back you up. So he's just
to back him up for re-election, or protection.
No, I don't think protection.
Even protection.
We know he has always eyed the position of
Senate presidency. Yeah.
We know. And we know what is currently playing out there. We know we don't know whether he will survive it. The current Senate president that will survive these
shenanigans
that's going on.
Yeah.
So he's positioning himself well. But of a truth, Igbo presidency, I don't want us to do that line. They look at people that will be presented for election when it comes to the election period. It mustn't be an Igbo man. We want somebody that will serve this country, move this country forward. If it's Igbo man,
now
so be it.
APC are presenting Asiwaju already. You are looking for people to be presented. Somebody's already presented.
But the truth is that is how it's run in Nigeria. Every president that have gone for the first years, once as your party adopt you for the second tenure, it's this time with Asiwaju, it's been there. Jonathan, what is them? OBJ the same.
Even
Jonathan the same. Buhari. So he's just starting with him. So he has the right to recontest, but he has not told Nigeria he wants to recontest.
He has not.
So Orji Uzor Kalu, what he's saying is that his party has adopted him. So he's left for Nigeria to decide whether they want to give him that chance to rule for 8 years.
Like
that. Okay, Honorable Lai, do you think once this is closed down already, APC bringing Asiwaju and Asiwaju now coming to say, oh, I accept your nomination or confidence, and decides to go for the second tenure, you think there is any Nigerian that is going to prevent him from taking his second term?
As a person, I have nothing against His Excellency, Present President of Nigeria, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. He's somebody I respect, by what he has done in Lagos. But so far, so good. Him becoming the president of this Federal Republic at the past 2 years and some few months now have not really gone the way.
Actually, slightly short of 2 years, though.
Okay, sort of. It hasn't gone the way a lot of us expected things to have gone. There's more hunger in the land than it was ever expected.
Yeah.
There's more cry. A lot of families are not, able to meet up with certain things. And then the present government of the day is not addressing the needs of the common and general population.
But APC people are saying that the economy is getting better, that it's stabilizing, that now we are really paying for our services rather than being gifted our consumptions or our services.
Are you expecting them to? You see, like I just mentioned not too long from now, if Orji Uzor Kalu are telling Mr. President areas that people are expecting improvement, in terms of like Dangote 2 weeks ago reduced price of petroleum, while we are still dragging to pay the normal price that NNPC is charging us. If after removing the fuel subsidy, we realize that our economy had gone up very well, there's more food, our hospitals are doing very well, our police are being taken care of very well, our roads and everything, there won't be need for some of us to even imagine another Nigeria coming to say
to change the winning team.
Yeah, winning team. But nothing to me. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's nothing to me. I don't have any reason why.
Okay, let me get you in, Philip. There is this saying that
to disagree with you.
Okay, let me come. Okay, go ahead first.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah.
If you say there is no improvement, I don't think that's right. Look at the security.
Okay.
Before he came in, what was there and what is here.
Yeah.
Honestly, the improvement might be minimal, but let's appreciate it.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of this present government. I've never been a fan, and I don't think I'm about to. But when they do something good, let's appreciate it.
Certainly.
Okay, now they've created for industry now. They've created competition. Now they're scratching. Any piece will join suit. Very soon, the price of fuel will go down, but at what rate? That's what Nigerians are saying. But there is change, there is improvement, though it's minimal. So you couldn't say that they've not done anything. It has improved, and the economy is picking up. For a while now, the dollar naira exchange has stabilized somehow.
So what was your petroleum price and your dollar price?
No. I'm not trying to shut you down. I agree clearly that when they took over, it's like you now skyrocket something, start to bring it down, and people begin to praise you. But that said, they didn't deny that was what they were doing. All they were saying before, government was just gifting us things. It's like compiling, thinking you are doing well, but you're borrowing money to feed and things like that. But the only where many people are worried is that the loan content is still going up. You can't remove subsidy. People are paying that. So many taxes has been increased and all that. And at the end of the day, the effect is not coming down as people think, quickly as people think. But that said, as Orji made it clear, he told us to tighten our seatbelt. That is a long haul. Why are you not seeing the long haul effects? Maybe suffer now and enjoy later.
Yeah, well, if you are sure that after suffering, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
You don't believe Asiwaju?
I don't know. I'm not saying I don't believe Asiwaju, but so far so good with the things on ground and with the caliber of persons coming to sell him to us, talking about 2027 ahead, when you are not addressing the immediate needs of Nigerians, when you are not sure how many Nigerians will survive till that time, to me, it's not being sincere.
Okay, that takes me, Peter. There's this adage in my place that everybody watches the dance from where you are standing. Orji Uzor Kalu is standing somewhere, and the motor park person is standing in a different place. A market woman is standing in a different place. Maybe it's high time we bring some people from motor parks and to come to the studio to tell us how the economy is from where they are standing. But from where Orji Uzor Kalu is standing, he doesn't think there is need for change. Do you align with him?
No, you think it's rosy because of where he's standing, but it shows that Nigerians are suffering. Good. Nigerians are suffering. And I understand what he's saying. This government has a long-term plan, but you resolve the immediate problem, issues Nigerians are facing. But I was fortunate to speak with one of their chieftains. He said something, he said, Peter, give this government till late next year. You will see the dividend of what they promised. You will see the result of their policies. So it takes time to mature. And it's going to be a maturity date. So I am a person that believes in seeing good in person.
Hearing
me out.
Yes, the good thing is that they are not telling us to, except they switch the goalpost at this time. They are not telling us to wait till midway into the second tenure to start seeing the fruits. All of them are saying we are going to see the fruits of
before
this,
the end of this tenure. People like Orji Uzor Kalu should be telling Nigerians, we understand your pains.
So watch out for the fruit.
Now, but look at this little change. Look at this little change. And this is what we should achieve in social period of time.
So watch out for
it. And after this time, this is what you should expect. But not just standing up automatically as if the country, it belongs to Orji Uzor Kalu. What did he do in Abia State as a governor? Common government house.
But he was there for 2 tenures. He was elected.
Because he was rigging the election. There was no government house in Abia State. Only one lane in Umuahia. That's your state. Are you not ashamed? You go to Umuahia, you are going to Akwa Ibom, to Uyo, you want to pass through Abia, you find one small road for 8 years, and that kind of a man will come out to open his mouth and tell Nigerians.
Actually, I'm ashamed of PDP, not Orji Uzor Kalu. I'm ashamed of PDP. They've ruled my state. They ruled my state for
he has given
almost
it to
eternity. No, true. Truth be told. Orji Uzor Kalu.
Okay, he was there too.
No, he shouldn't win election in our state.
Okay, but now is the time you have but now you have alternative in Asiwaju come 2027. Are you people going that way?
I want to see what this government has
achieved in this first tenure. We have no business.
I want to see it. So by end of next year, I'll take a decisive step on what to do. But for now, they said something, and I tend to believe them. Towards the end of next year, we will see the result of their policies.
Okay, Annabella, generally, in any kind of problems, you have short-term solution and long-term solutions, like you have said. And if we completely discard the long-term solutions, it will take us back to the subsidy where we were before. And in any economy, like we said, certain things must be subsidized. Do you think Asiwaju has done well in the case of the short-term solution? Long-term, yeah, maybe, because I think over time we still have to eradicate all this gifting mentality. You have to work and earn and ensure that what you earn is sufficient to take care of yourself. And if the economy is not stable and commercialized as much as possible, we are never going to get there. But in the short term, preparing people, getting people ready for that, do you think they have done very well?
Well, just sometimes early last week or upper week, I had the minister for Umahi addressed our cement manufacturing companies to reduce cost of cement because it's being used for not just personal gain, even the roads that the federal government is actually trying to work on. That is commendable. If the price of cement should go down, if the price of petrol can go a bit lower, if they can address the problem of telecommunication and reduce the tariff, not putting problems on Nigerians. In that way, that way, we can now understand that the government is doing something that maybe in a longer, more time will enable them to do better, more for us.
All right, now, can it be automatic? Government came, increased the price. That may not use the price of dollar because we don't buy dollar, but I know you understand what I mean. The exchange rate of dollar, they increased it or allowed it to be increased. They also increased the price of fuel or allowed it to be increased. Okay? They are also they've increased the cost of electricity or allowed it to be increased. They increased the tariff of telecom or allowed it to be increased. But they are telling manufacturers of cement to reduce their price. Peter, can that work?
How would it work? In a sense, how would it work? But I think the problem this government has that they underestimated the issues in governance before they came in. So because of the underestimated issues, their policies were not planned to handle the incorrect issues. So all their planning was made for long-time projection.
Yeah.
But the truth is that they shouldn't have allowed dollar naira to be market determined.
Completely.
Yes. That's where they missed it. The government should have had
I think they're beginning to arrest it gradually now. Yeah.
So when they let it market determined, it was a free fall for naira. And which the naira have not recovered till now.
Yeah.
The same happened with the removal of subsidy. There should have been a plan, a gradual removal. There should be a plan. But not just jacking it off without a plan to cushion the effects, which they didn't do. So of a truth, this government, they didn't start well. But we're seeing improvement. We're seeing
some stability. Yeah. Okay. He just said that reduction of the price of cement and whatever you said is not automatic because those things governments have allowed to increase are part of the determinant of the prices of cement. cost of transportation, cost of even electricity and all that. Okay, how can governments come from both ends such that the people will benefit from price reduction?
Before now, we knew how the government of the day, and before this, PDP government precisely, made it very possible for Dangote to, access dollars at a particular rate, even while all Nigerians were crying. That was one thing that made his businesses to stabilize, not to suffer what many other businesses suffer. So if government is sincere and want to assist the people of Nigeria, the most mineral resources in production of petroleum and petroleum product and cement are locally sourced.
They are locally sourced.
You don't go get them outside. And then most of the machineries, you don't buy them every day.
No, but the
government can.
The problem with such policies is that it costs round tripping. A lot of people then took dollar that they wanted to go and invest, bring in goods. They go to black market and sell it and return money.
Now, whose fault is this?
Were you giving the dollars? Those dollars were given to.
So at the end of the day, it's still the failure of government system.
Yes.
You understand? You gave me key. You gave me key to lock a warehouse. You gave me authority to hire a police officer to be there. I'll not tell you that people are going there to steal something. I'm responsible.
So how do you handle that? They know that there is compromise within. So to them, the best way to handle it is to let it go. For them, they know there's a compromise built in.
Yeah.
So for them, the only way they can handle it is to let it go.
That's not the only way, though.
To them. Let it go.
So now, this our governance structure, where the governments are not capable of closing loopholes without transferring the burden to the people. How do we do that? For example, time is against us. They were talking about carrying a tanker to the Republic of Benin. I mean, you have custom there, you have DSS at the border, you have army in some cases at the border. So our tanker doesn't just disappear. And you control all this. And you are saying that because there is a leakage there, that is why it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Let me tell you the truth. You know why we are suffering this thing? When you have an insensitive government, I'm not trying to be insultive here.
Yeah.
Now, if I am in power today, and then the only people I think that are qualified to work with me are the people that
political loyalists.
If this government should open their wings and allow opposition into governance, they will want to.
But they have done that. Somebody like Wike is from opposition, is working with this government.
Why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this?
But it's a fact.
Yeah, he's a PDP member.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
PDP carrying member. It's
a fact. Okay, let me allow you to finish. But time's against us.
As it is, if you have a company, a business, then your wife and children are working there, and then you have sensitive departments, and you have other people working there, and then no matter how good the people under your employment are, you are being sensitive enough, being sentimental to only assign positions to your wife and children, you'll be facing this problem.
Oh, wow.
But the moment you see that your own, the other person can do better than your own, and you give them, they will want to prove themselves. As Suwaju government should look in beyond APC into Nigerians who can do good
and get them on board.
And put them on board.
That's right. The time is against us. I think I'll pick up from what Philip said earlier. Getting prepared for the position. Peter rather had said earlier that we got to be prepared for the position, get prepared. They underestimated what they met. Yeah. They underestimated what governance was like at the federal level. And at the end of the day, you have said they should open up the space, not only looking at the political loyalists for government positions. I think that's where we'll pick it on this section. When we come back, we'll continue the discussion. This is still News Insight. We'll be right back.